Okay, so the purpose of this video is to showcase what automated QA looks like and what are the complexities that lie underneath it and some of the tools that we can leverage to make this faster and easy to digest by many developers. So I'm using a tool called Nightwatch.js, highly recommendable. It's language agnostic. Its syntax is super easy to read and understand. It's this right here. I'll explain it. Basically what we're saying is we're going to open a browser, in this case Chrome, go to this particular URL, Google. I'm going to wait for the element with ID body to be visible. I'm going to assert that it is there. I'm also going to assert that we have a submit button, and I'm going to set the value of element with ID lst-ib. This element is the input text field of the Google search, and I'm gonna set the value or type Nightwatch. Afterwards I should get a drop down with this class. That's the drop down of the suggested search results for Nightwatch, and then I'm going to click on the first element that I get back from that suggested search. Once I click it, I should be redirected to another page with a bunch of search results, and the first element that comes up should be Nightwatch.js, Node.js powered end-to-end testing framework. So this is a pretty cool way to illustrate how we can change URLs, assert elements in the DOM to be visible, type into that particular application whatever we want, click around. There's a bunch of other functionality like hover, tapping, swiping, etc. Yeah, with no more further explanation due, I'm going to run the test suite. So this launches Selenium. It'll open Chrome. As you can see on the left, it just asserted that the body is visible. Now it's going to want to try to type in Nightwatch. It just did that. Here's the drop down I mentioned. It's going to click on the first element, and now we're redirected, and as expected, the first element that we get back is exactly what we want, so it's going to assert against that. Closes the browser, and within 20 seconds we now have 5 tests passing, which means that everything is working as expected. Now these tests can get extremely granular. You can test for colors, positions, font types, anything that you can test with CSS, you can assert here, as well as values, images, etc. The complexity of these tests mainly resides in the pauses that you need to execute. If you see, I have 3 pauses here of 5 seconds. This is high because I wanted to have time to talk, but you can bring it down lower. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're putting enough pauses that your code isn't running out of sync with your browser. So what I mean by that is that this function could end up its execution before the browser has actually done it, so then you would run out of sync. So the art lies in giving it enough pauses to be within sync while keeping this as fast enough. Nevertheless, 20 seconds is pretty fast for a test of this kind. If Nightwatch wanted to always make sure that they're in the first place in Google, they can run this if they wanted, very simply. And yeah, that's it.